Okay, so welcome back. This is episode 2 of Pop My Cherry podcast. Sean, you've got a microphone, yeah?
I do.
Sean, you're here. Perfect, Sean. What did we think of last week's episode?
We loved it.
Loved it. I thought it was. I walked away and I thought, "Fuck, what have I just said?" It was an absolute shit show. But
I mean, here as far as starts go, it was
yes,
a good one.
it was. And like, look, you have to break it in gently, don't you? Mm-hmm. We covered a lot of dating dilemmas.
I don't think we broke it in gently.
Do you not think? No.
No.
Really?
I think.
You think we went hard?
Yeah.
Stop. But right, we've got our ducks in order a wee bit better now. We still have the tacky set. So apologies if you're watching. I do really encourage you are better to like you just listen to this on your car journey. But we have got a bit more structure this week. This is episode 2 and we have got a guest. Now, whenever I was thinking of who do I want to be my first guest, I wanted somebody, number one, that I'm really, really friendly with, that I would be comfortable enough interviewing, but then also someone I think a lot of people would love to see on a podcast. Now, the cunt fucking went on another podcast. So she went on a podcast, so I didn't get the exclusive, but we have Annalivia HYNDS here.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. So you're now like a podcast expert, basically?
No, definitely not.
No? Was Charlene and Ellie's the first one that you went on?
Yeah.
And how did you find it?
Yeah, a bit nerve-wracking.
Really?
Yeah.
It is kind of, because it feels like nearly like a full setup. You've got all these like lights and the camera and all going on, and it's weird. But once it's strange because you think like, oh God, this is very much like a studio setup, and then once you start talking, like you can't stop.
Yeah, but you feel like you're talking to your friends, and then you leave, and you're like, oh, that wasn't just my friends was going to hear that.
And that's going to go out, and it's like, oh, what have I just said? And yeah.
But yeah.
No, and yeah, so it was good then.
Yeah, no, good, yeah.
And then, so how have you been? You've been really, really busy.
Really busy. Life's been chaotic.
Yeah. Do you enjoy chaos or do you prefer the calm?
I love chaos.
Do you?
I see when it's calm and I'm on my own, I'm like, what do I do?
Yeah. Do you think you've ADHD? I think I do. Do you have ADHD, Sean?
I don't think
you
so.
You seem calm.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I don't think I have ADHD.
No.
But what makes you think that you have ADHD?
So basically, I'm kind of all over the gaff. So very like disorganized. My brain, there's about 500 tabs open. If it's calm, I'm anxious. And one time I done like an ADHD quiz and I lied on it, nearly like as if, whenever you're filling out like an internet dating profile and you're like, yes. I go for like long walks on the beach and you're kind of like, you're trying to make yourself sound better. I lied on it, which was pointless. And I still got like 48 out of 50, like liable to have ADHD.
Oh, no way.
So yeah, but we're refusing to get the diagnosis because I think it doesn't really change anything.
No.
I don't think you can get anything for it, can you?
You can get medication, but like, it's just, well...
You could sell the medication, like.
Do you oh, right. If this doesn't work out, we'll go into ADHD medication drug dealer.
Yes. I've got
we need a sponsorship.
I've got self-diagnosed OCD, though.
Oh, do you?
I think I have OCD a wee bit. Like, I would be the type of person, if I walked out of here, I would get halfway home and go, fuck, I forgot to turn that plug off.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I would say to myself, back? Sean, that's crazy. Don't drive back. But then I would lie in bed at night going like, but I didn't turn that off.
And would you go back?
I would go back.
Really?
Sometimes. And then it was turned off.
Yeah.
Like I'd done it today, leaving another studio. It wasn't anything dangerous.
No, it's just like it's like a very trivial thing.
Do you know, I'm like that a bit too.
Would you be?
Like, see, when I lock my door, I'll go, and then I'll get out to the car, and then I'll be like, that's not locked.
And then
I'll
go back.
Would you have to turn back?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll bang it down again, like it's so locked. And then sometimes I'll take a video of me banging it so I can watch it back. That
oh no!
So weird.
I need to use that tactic.
Oh no!
So I sometimes have the video, like, and even like turning plugs off, like you're saying. Sometimes I'll take a video of me doing it.
Stop
so
it.
I can watch it back to say, yeah, no.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll watch the video back and I'm still like, I can't really see the full plug there and all, do you know?
Really?
Really weird.
Do you think is that from like being a mum, like being like a warrior? Like, or is that maybe, well, because I don't do that, but I'm very, like, I'm very carefree. I am very all over the gaff. But, like, like, if you were, like, a mum, like, you have responsibilities that I don't, can't even understand.
Never really, I was only
what would you been like before?
Oh, like, mental. Like, wouldn't give a fuck about
wouldn't
nothing.
Wouldn't give a fuck
so
about nothing.
Carefree.
Yeah.
Like, I'd leave plugs on and straighteners on and I wouldn't even think about it. Come back to the house on fire.
But,
like, I wouldn't have worried about stuff like that.
No, see, no. I think my man put the fear of God on me when I was young.
You see, my ma was the same, funny enough, but I rebelled. So, like, if we went on a, like, say, a sea holiday, if, like, the water was at my ankle, funny enough, actually, she ran me a bath one time and the water was at my ankle. But if I went into the sea just a wee bit, she would be like, Jared, like, come back, you're too far out, there's sharks. Like, she worries about everything. Like, she's just like, she'd be really good. What's that job? Hazard, health and safety officer. And lifeguard. Well, she can't swim. God love her. So I think that would be an absolute.
She's just telling everybody not to get in the water.
But she has it. She's a very like she's cutthroat, my ma, so she'd be very like sharp enough. So I think if she shouted at you to get out of the water, she'd clear the water. I think even the sharks and the whales and the dolphins would all be trying to get out. Like, she's very.
What's your mom's name?
Mary. Which is kind of.
So is mine.
Really? Oh, stop it.
That's okay.
She always would, but she is like Scary Mary.
Oh, I love her.
She is, but she's
funny.
cutthroat.
She's Mary's.
But your dad's so cute.
Yeah.
I met him at
at the
launch.
event. Yeah, no, he's so cute.
Oh, he's adorable.
He's funny, so he is. He's a laugh. He's so carefree, like.
Would he be?
Yeah, so chill.
But I feel like daddies and mums are like different. I feel like dads are like laid back, but mums are more
strict
by the book.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would be like the dynamics, obviously, with your family? So you and Rory, like, who's like who's the pushover? Like, who would the Waynes go to get something they want?
Nah, it's both. So like
right.
Rory says no to come to me, and I say no to go to Rory. But Rory would be a bit more of a pushover. But sure, if me and Rory both say no, then they'll go to Nanny. They'll always get.
There's always
yeah.
And it's funny you say that, because then it's like my mum was so strict with us, but then with the grandkids, she spoils them rotten and lets them away with murder. And it's like, and then Ciara's like, Mum, like, what the fuck? I just told them no. And then she's like, oh, but they're only Waynes.
I know, yeah.
I think being a mum and being a grandparent's two different things.
Oh,
like,
completely.
A mum, you have the stress and the worry because it's yours. And then it's like, I think with a grandchild, you just have nothing but like an abundance of love.
Yeah.
But it's not like, your worry.
You have more time for them because like their own kids are up, I think. And they're more children.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We were in Rory's mum's the other day and it was like 10 o'clock and Robin gave me this like huge like lolly.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you're not getting that. And then she walked into the kitchen and Rory's mum opened it and gave it to her. And I went in, I was like, it's 10 at night. Like, it's not like in the day. And she's like, no.
Is that a thing though? Like, do you not think though, like, I think parenting now and say parenting in like, say like the 90s, like, my man and dad say like 10 o'clock at night would have got a Chinese takeaway, and they always called me out of bed to go down and have a bite, and that's like why I do have like a Chinese takeaway addiction, to be honest. I can still remember it: beef curry, fried rice, peas and onions, loved it. And but I can still remember that first moment of trying a Chinese, but it was like 10 o'clock at night. But like in the 90s, like people fucking drunk red wine and smoked when they were pregnant and everything. But now it's like parenting so like
so strict and
omega-3
routine.
or something.
Yeah.
Do you know, like it's there's a lot of scaremongering, I think.
Yeah.
Very high standards now, like.
It is, isn't it? And very like moral and ethical, or not that it's slightly better that way, but it's just funny when you look back at time periods, even say like with TV, like, you know, like shows like, do you ever watch like Little Britain?
Yeah.
Like Little Britain would not fly now. It would not pass in like today's kind of culture. But once upon a time, that was the sense of humor. Like that was okay.
Yeah.
It's not obviously right, but like that, it's weird how times change. But like back in the day, like, you know, say if a woman was pregnant, like, you know, she would have drunk red wine. The doctors would have encouraged maybe like red wine and Guinness and things like that.
Yeah.
But now it's very like everything's stricter.
Yeah.
I'm not encouraging it, by the way, as a disclaimer. We're just creating a conversation about it before some carns listen
now,
to
isn't it?
The what?
It's a big thing with screens now with parenting, isn't it? It's like people put up like, oh, you're a disgrace if you let your kid watch an iPad, and you're like
watching it,
and you're like, fucking get over yourself.
Do you know what? I maybe should have used like the iPad example instead of red wine and smoking. Disclaimer: don't try this at home. Don't do that. That is wrong. We're just creating a conversation about the 90s. But the iPad thing, like it's nearly, because I remember, and this is funny because I think people that can say the most don't understand what it's like to have a kid.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like I am a parent because I see my nieces and nephews so much.
Close to them.
But then I'd be quite judgmental sometimes. So say if Ciara, I remember we were in a restaurant and she gave them an iPad and I'm like, Ciara, like that's just really, really bad. Like we used to play outside and outdoors and stuff when we were kids.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I just think that, you know, like the kids don't need to be exposed to technology. And she turned around, like literally like sweat trickling off her face, and she goes, see, whenever you have two fucking kids and they're going absolutely fucking buck mad and you just want them to shut the fuck up so you can actually have your dinner in peace and quiet, come back to me.
Yeah.
Is she
yeah.
right?
No matter where we go for dinner or lunch, whatever, the iPads are coming and they're getting out. But I always think, like, see when people say, like, what you said to your sister, like, okay, you come on mine and then.
Yeah.
You come and sit beside them and you
and
don't eat your dinner.
I'm so tone deaf for saying it, and I will admit that.
No, but
like,
everyone's
completely.
like that. But sure, I was giving my kids, or iPad kids.
Yeah.
But then last week I took the iPads off them.
Because I seen that, yes.
Yeah.
And but you said there was loads of like positive benefits of that.
Yeah, so it was like a sunny day. Like in our garden, we have like trampoline, swing, slide, every fucking thing in the world's in our garden. Sunny day, and my kids were on the iPads, and I took them off them as I go outside.
Yeah.
And I literally like walked out, and it was like they were looking at like a big black board.
Yeah.
And she was like, I just want my iPad. And I was like, there's a trampoline, there's a slide, there's a seesaw, a swimming pool, there's everything in our garden.
Yeah.
So I was like, no. And I took them off them for like a week. And actually, they were out on their bikes. They were calling for neighbours. You know, I used to like knock, can Jerry come out?
Yes.
So like they'd never done that, and like there's wee kids all in our street, and I was like, the Robin, go down and knock their doors and get some children out.
I know.
And all the children were out playing.
Stop it.
But like everything, like then when they came to have their dinner, like they would normally have their iPad, eat their dinner, and like they actually sat and talked to each other and ate it, and, like the two girls, and ate more than they usually would. But then I always say, like, obviously I'm not anti iPad, like they have their iPads back, but at least I know now, like when the behaviour's bold, like that iPad's away.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, it's like everything. I suppose everything in life has like pros and cons, and like, you know, there's benefits to having like iPads and technology and this and that and stuff, and you know, but then as well as that, like, it's like just not. It's not over consuming it, I suppose. Maybe it's the thing.
It's having like balance with it.
Because that's the thing. I definitely feel, I don't know about you. Like, what would your childhood have been like? Would you have had a good childhood?
Just outside all the time.
Outside all the time, same as me.
Never in the house. You nearly go into the house and your mom tell you get back out.
Back out, yeah.
Out you go and play.
We see. Well, for us, because our estate was so big, it was nearly like we always would have been out playing, and it was nearly more like, it was getting dark, like, come in. Which my mum, I think we've established what kind of ma I had. Like, you know, she really would let me climb back into the womb, I think, now at 30 years of age. And I happily would, like, because life is really fucking crazy at the minute. But she was very, like, that type of mum. But we would have been out all day, all evening, and playing with the most stupidest thing, like, say, like, a branch, and we would have, like, improvised and thought it was a microphone and doing, like, stars in your eyes or this or that. And it was like you just played with nothing and improvised, and it was so much more like a simpler time.
Yeah.
That's why I feel bad sometimes for kids growing up.
But then I always think, like, back then, like, we were like allowed out the door, where you go, play where you want, go where you want. Where now it's really scary. Like,
it's scary, I
don't know, like when they go out the front now to play with their friends, like I am literally standing at my front door for hours just looking at them. Because it is scary now.
And it is that thing. It's like, it's nothing. It's like life was simpler and you didn't have these worries, and then now it's nearly like, I think the world sadly is a very like a horrible place, and I think you do have to be cautious. Do you know what I mean?
We're back in like the 90s. Like, well, I'm not a 90s child. But,
when were you born?
98.
98, right? So you're still in the.
So I didn't.
If you had said like 2000, I would have been like, get the fuck out.
No, I'm not. 2000.
When were you born? You're not.
96.
96.
Yeah.
Oh, no
Are you younger than me? I'm 93.
You're probably
94.
27 then, are you?
96. What are you?
Oh, sorry, that sounded so.
I am 96 years old.
And I'm like, are you younger than me? You're like, you fucking bitch.
I'm 98 as well.
You're 98.
So we're the same age.
So
what are we? Are we millennials or are we Gen Z?
We're not Gen Z. We're definitely not
We're
Gen
millennials.
Z. No, we are. We're Gen Z.
No, Gen Z's 2000s. No.
I think Gen Z's.
No, it's like 90.
What's Gen X?
I think it's 94 onwards or something like that. I actually have to look.
So what am I? Stone Age. 93. I fall off the cuff. Yeah.
Post-war.
Fuck off. Stop.
Must be like BC before
BC.
Christ,
I like 20,000 BC.
Oh, so here. Well, it says millennials were born between 1980 and 1995. Gen Z were born between 1996 and 2010.
So you are Gen Z.
Okay, I don't feel it though.
But then it's funny because you think Gen Z is like say 16 to 21 years old, and like, you know, the people that shop in Urban Outfitters and make TikTok dances.
Yeah,
like that type of you know.
I feel like that should be the criteria.
That's what I call Gen Z.
If you've made a TikTok dance before, you're Gen Z.
Well, I have, but like I think I'm more like trying to keep up with the kids.
Oh yeah.
I've never done a TikTok dance.
Have you not?
No,
never.
God, no, stiff as a road.
So you didn't do like the and lockdown even?
I can't dance. No way.
Really? No.
No, I was never a dancer.
So, right. So then, how did you get into TikTok then? Was TikTok the first one, or was it Instagram, or what? Give us like the lowdown.
Right. Well, it was Instagram kind of first, but like this was before, like it wasn't anything.
Yes,
but we went traveling.
Yeah.
And it was like a written blog. You know, like
I have a written blog.
Yeah.
Like a website type of thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's right.
we went travelling, but we were doing things like, so we were only, this was in like 2018. So it's like, what, like 6 years ago?
Yeah.
And we were only like 18, and we went to like Dubai, Bali, Positano, like America and stuff, you know, and like it was boomerangs, like all my content from
I
was like
love
boomerang.
I love a boomerang though. I'm trying,
God, no.
I think boomerangs do need to make a comeback.
No, please God, no.
Like it's just you always do
It's
the most
like,
cheers.
oh, it's horrendous.
I love, oh God, I really am not Gen Z.
No, you're not.
Stuff, but right. So it was a travel blog.
It was a travel blog,
Okay.
yeah. And then, like, I think I had like 5,000 followers on Instagram.
Right, okay.
Back then, which was good.
That's good. Oh, yeah.
For like back then, and then we got pregnant and COVID happened, and then it was just kind of radio.
So you got pregnant in
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we had Robin, and then it was COVID straight after, like start of 2020.
Oh right. Okay.
Then we got.
So were you pregnant during lockdown?
No, she was just born.
She was just born, and then
she was a
lockdown.
newborn,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
So radio silence there. I'd done like a bit of a labour blog, like I'd written like like pregnancy and labour and stuff, and like I always did get like really good like feedback and all on it. But like I'm so silly, like I can't spell. I don't know how to use like punctuation.
Oh, no, but like.
But people loved it.
It's no.
It was like when my brother would read it, he'd be like full stop, comma, spelling mistake, and I was like, oh.
But you see, some people are like I like to think that I'm maybe like a grammar snob, but I'm really not. I have bad grammar too. And
I've good spelling, but I've bad like placement of them with dots and all.
Well, I always get, like they and there or there and your. I always mess them up. I always just go Y-O-U-R, and it's meant to be like, no, actually that's U-R. Like I always mess that one up. So then, how did it then? So it was very much like, would you call it like a hobby? So you had a job.
Oh yeah.
You just had your first
I didn't know that you could make money from it. There was never in my head you would ever make money from this.
And would you have been like, say, like following people, or there was like that type of thing where it was
back
like,
in like 2018.
do you know, like maybe like there was like a reference point? I know whenever I started, there was people that I would have watched where I was like, oh God, like I love what they do. I'm gonna try not imitate it, but like you've seen somebody doing something that you like the vibe of, or you found it was your kind of thing.
Not that early on.
No, not that early on.
But then so it was radio silence. Was still working away, and. After I had Rhea.
Yeah.
So I feel like Instagram Reels. Remember it used to be like Instagram TV or something weird?
IGTV, yes.
Yeah. So Reels had come out, and I was like obsessed with gym videos because I just had a baby, and I was like, I want to get back in. And I don't know, something just one day I was like, that was a really fun video to watch. Like, that's easy to make. Surely I can just do that.
Yeah.
So I started making gym videos, and I'm not joking. Like, I would like get a bottle, set my phone here, like hit record. And like there was no tripod, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I started doing gym videos, and then like people would be like, oh, can you show us like your leg day? So then it was like, right, I'll go, that's a new video to do.
Right.
And then one of the videos I just included a bit more of like waking up with a baby, putting the baby back to sleep, going to the gym, coming back, getting Robin and taking her to nursery.
Yes.
And then it was like, oh, you should definitely show more of your life.
Okay.
So then that's how like I started like day in the life really early on.
Yes.
But it was like videos with like just the sound, like I wouldn't dare talk in them.
Oh,
like,
would you?
Oh,
so right,
no.
So this was all just very much like visuals.
Oh God, this was like 1,000, 2,000 followers, but it was TikTok and Reel. I would put them on the, and then.
So you were doing TikTok as well alongside this. They were both going now. Yeah, this is the point where TikTok. So you were like, right, I'll put that up there because I've already made it.
But I remember I was getting like 400 likes, and I was like, oh my God, I'm Kim Kardashian. Like, oh my God.
No, literally.
Nobody
like,
talked to me.
Oh, I always say like there's a number I think when you get over it and you're like. My number, which I'm kind of like, if I get over 50, I'm like, that's about. Like, do you know, like I feel like I need to bring out a press release. You know, like let's keep the bar low. Do you know what I mean?
You start hiring security.
Our self-worth's kind of dependent on this. So like, it's like, you know, like people are saying like, if I don't get like 1,000 likes in a post, then that was shit. I'm like, all right, let's drop the bar a bit. Like, let's say like 25, 30. If you get 30 likes on a post or something,
it can stay up.
Yeah.
It was a hit.
Yeah.
Do
you have your numbers on, or do you have it on
others?
That's
a good question.
Where, like, you have
so you know you can turn your numbers off on a post. Say like how many likes it got.
Oh, you can hide
your likes on Instagram. Do you turn yours on or leave it? You maybe.
No, I don't have mine off.
No. You're a fucking bitch. So if one's not popping. I will admit I maybe turn them off just because it's nothing to do with like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed. It's more I can't look at it. I don't want to know.
Well, that's what it's for.
I don't want to look at something and be like, oh, wait a minute, like I like that photograph of me. I thought I looked really good in holidays, but like what, maybe like 12 people only agree with you, and the rest of the human race that's following you think it's like fuck all. Like I'd rather just like, hey, don't want to see. Look at the photo for what it is.
Yeah.
So, but I will admit I do that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of embarrassing to actually admit.
No, it's not. But it's your page.
Oh my God, I have low self-esteem.
But I always check like the view count on Reels, like
Reels, yes.
constantly, like, and then like going, that's low. Maybe it hasn't updated, and then you like refresh the page, still the same number.
Still the same number.
Fuck.
But it is. It's kind of like, it's like, I think that's the part when you start looking at. So when you were doing the content, would you have been fixated on the likes and the numbers? So you said like if a post got 400, you were like, wow, amazing. But like,
I was never fixated, and I'm still not fixated.
No,
I could not tell you my last 8 posts. I couldn't tell you how many likes any of them got.
No.
And I don't look at that stuff, and I actually think you need to be like that. You need to not care about that.
Yeah.
Because it's not a reflection on if people like you or not. It's like a reflection of if it came up in their feed
or not. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like, you know yourself, you can go onto your phone and you go on Instagram, and then it like refreshes before you get to even look at the photo.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And that happens sometimes. And even sometimes I maybe watch a video and say even like it's a full 2 minutes and I'm sitting smiling and laughing and really, really enjoying it. And then it maybe like it just refreshes. Or maybe I just, you know, it's just sometimes you just don't
scroll,
think.
but you don't think to like.
So it's like I don't think comments and likes and stuff really matter in that way. Like, you know, you should, because I think sometimes people get so consumed in that part that they lose the part of what makes them.
No, God, I've never fixated on that, and I actually have always said
that's
like,
it's
a good thing I've never fixated on it because I just don't care.
No.
Because I love like when I watch a video and I'm like, that is so funny.
Yeah.
And then I put it up and I'm like,
whatever.
I don't look at it again.
Into the dark web.
I'm like, whatever.
No. And that's the thing, but it's like I think you always have to enjoy what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? So you really enjoyed it, and then at what part then? Like when was like the? I remember we were talking. You told me this story about the vase.
Wait, I need to tell about the story about the Galgorm.
Oh my God!
Right, so I had just had Rhea. I started posting my reels or my little gym videos and stuff, and then like you were saying, like was there any people that you looked up to? So there was one guy that I local enough, so he was, and like me and all my friends were like, it was when you done Wednesday posts and all. We loved you so much. And I remember saying we were in the Galgorm, me and Murray, the first time there, and we went to the Castle Kitchen Bar. La-di-da-di-da, walked up the stairs and I near fainted. Who was sitting in front of me? Mr. Cherry Labs.
It's really not that big a deal.
No, I remember I was near crying.
This is mad.
So we were sitting down, like I didn't have any following at all. Like I was just posting my silly little gym videos, and we were sitting down and you weren't too far away from us, and Murray was like to me like, I've just took you to the Galgorm, I've spent so much money on the Galgorm for your birthday, and you're staring over at Jerry Lambert. Won't even look at him. And I was like, oh my God. So then when we were leaving, I was just like to Murray, like I honestly in that moment was like, this is the biggest celebrity I've ever met in my life, or been in the same room.
Oh my God, aim higher. But I do remember this, but we'll do your versions of this story, but go on ahead.
And so I was just walking past, and you know when you just have like an opportunity and you have to take it or you'll live to regret that day. I was like, hi Jerry, can I get a photo of you?
And I remember, the thing is, so I remember my first encounter of meeting you, as in knowing you, was whenever I worked in Ibiza and you were on a brand trip with Be Perfect, and it was you and Emma Kearney, Melissa Riddell.
Yes, and Fiona.
And I had worked in the shop.
Yeah.
So that was my first meeting. But then I remember us talking, but I remember that evening vividly, because I remember thinking, oh my gosh, they're such a lovely couple. Because I remember we were standing talking for like a wee minute, weren't we?
Yeah, you were so nice, because I was like, you were sitting with your friends, so when you know when you don't want to annoy anyone.
No, but what's your thoughts on that? If people came up to you or like approached you or anything like that, would you be like, what's your kind of thoughts? Like, because it is one of them things, I suppose. It's
happening so much now.
Yeah.
Like, I always say, well, I don't say anything. Like, I've never refused a photo. I will always stop and say hello and ask a question and stuff. But I don't appreciate when I'm with my children.
No,
like we were at a fun fair once, and like we had to leave because they were looking to go into bars. People were stopping, and I can't say no because I can't have people thinking I'm rude.
This is it.
And then making a video calling me rude.
Yeah.
Don't appreciate when my children, but it does happen a lot. But maybe not if I say this. But
no, but this is the thing. I think sometimes whenever you go into this line of work, like you nearly think because you're like public property in a way that you're nearly scared to have a boundary, because it's like, oh wait a minute, like I kind of signed up for this, but it's like you didn't sign up for that part.
Yeah.
And I think people don't mean no harm, but this is what I've learned by it. I find I don't like to go out in Belfast, not Belfast, so to speak. But actually, to be honest, I don't really like going out anymore. I used to love going out. I love nights out. I love getting drunk. I feel like I can't let go. I feel like I'm guarded.
And everyone's watching.
I feel like everyone's watching, and I feel like I get the brunt of it because my nature is quite funny and explicit, and also I think because I'm a boy, maybe there's an easier approachability where people are like, oh, fuck it, sure, he's just that twat on the internet. Here! And then I'll get grabbed in a headlock and they're taking a selfie. It's very like full on.
Yeah, it's not really enjoyable.
It's not enjoyable.
No.
Meanwhile, if somebody comes up to me and they're like, oh my God, like, well, and like, they would have a conversation, I would stand with that person for half an hour.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No problem. It's all about the approach.
Yes, but nights out and drunk people.
Nights out, drunk people, if you're drunk, it's not something that anybody wants. But then, and that, it's funny you say that with that part, obviously, you know, with your kids, like people should be understanding. It's like, yes, you share elements of your life, but it doesn't mean that necessarily people should have full access to that. And there's maybe like come over in like in a softer way where like, you know, because your kids maybe don't fully understand.
No, and that's what Robin says. She's like, are they your friends? And I'm like,
yeah.
I just say but now she's like, oh, are they your friends from TikTok? And then we were talking about it the other day and we're like,
would they understand it?
We need to be a bit more honest here because she just thinks everyone's my friend and we can't just have her thinking I'm friends with everyone either.
No.
For her safety.
Yeah.
But it's the thing, like she'll be with her nanny or, you know, Very's mum. And they'll be out and about and like people will come up and be like, can we get a photo of Robin?
Yeah.
Now, Very's mum's like, no. And like walks on. We're like, no one ever does it when I'm with her because they're looking nearly me. But there's been a few times where like people have like took photos of Robin while I'm like maybe in the shop or something. Or maybe there was recent enough someone like FaceTimed a friend and like just stuck the phone in Robin's face and was like, say hello. And I was like, I really don't appreciate stuff like that because that's a child. Do you know what I mean?
And I think like it's just such an invasion of a boundary, like
of a child.
And do you know the worst part about it is, it's like this is the thing. I don't think any individual means any harm or is being malicious by doing that, but it's kind of this culture where it is that thing where it's like, I suppose if you're putting yourself out there, you're meant to kind of deal with like the repercussions of it. But it's like you're not like nobody's a monkey in a zoo. Do you know what I mean? And there's a code of conduct of like formalities that you know you don't do certain things, and especially like with kids. Like, see,
I've never come out and said anything about it, and so many times I've nearly like just made videos
because you're nearly afraid to say.
People will be like, "This is what you signed up for," but this is not. It's not what my children signed up for.
No,
do you know? Okay, yes, I'll take the brunt of it, but I just don't appreciate when you're with. But even doing like children activities, like if I'm at the park, I am there to be a mum. I'm not Annalivia from TikTok. There, I'm mummy.
Yeah.
So things like that. But like other than that, like I'm always really nice and talk away and stuff. Like but sometimes it's funny. Like I remember we were sitting in like a restaurant and I don't eat burgers, but I was like, give me a burger, right? And some girls like, can I get a photo? And I was like, oh. And I was like, oh my God, talk about time and like sauce everywhere. But that was funny. I was like, yeah. But
I know, I'm trying.
It is part of the job. It is part of the job.
It is a part of it, but the thing is, it is my favorite part. But I suppose
it's a compliment.
It is.
That people want to get a photo with you.
It is, but I think what would I prefer? I would prefer the reason I started doing it for me was I enjoyed. Remember, you said like you started making videos, and then people would give their feedback or, oh my God, can you do this? And you're creating this wee kind of community. Like you've built this wee community of people who either relate to you or. You know, like a lot of my friends, like that's the thing. A lot of my friends are like mad about you, not in like in a weird way. Like, and I'm like, and I will always say, I'm just curious because I can't see it because I don't know her that way. Yeah. So I don't know. I only know you in a friend way. Yes. So to me, I'm like, right. So what is it? Like, you know, like why? Like, I don't get why people would lose their shit over anybody. Yeah. And they're very much like it's because she's so relatable. Yeah. Like you're just very like it's just like. You really relate to a lot of people and to like a lot of young mums. So a lot of people will connect with you and with your content. But that's the good thing about it, like meeting all them different types of people. But it is, I suppose this is like it is about the approach. Think about it, if somebody came up and just ambushed you, you'd feel like really like, oh God, like what's going on type of thing. And it's...
I always do feel like too, like when I like have the encounter and then after I'm like, I wonder did they think like I would think they come up and they're expecting you to like perform. Where like in your day-to-day life, well, even like on your video, I mean, like you're not like that. You're the same.
I'm not, no.
But I just think like, did I get like disappointed nearly? Like
I feel that
not like as bubbly. But then I don't really portray like so bubbly online either.
Like sometimes I feel like I need to be doing like I don't know like
a circus act,
like a circus act and pulling like you know like doing like balloon making and all this type of stuff, and it's kind of like a
because I'm actually quite like introverted, so like
am I.
When people come up to me and like I'm like hi, and then they're like oh my god I love this, and I'm like thanks.
But then the thing is it's weird. It's this like parallel like relationship
Parasocial relationship.
Parasocial,
yeah,
right?
That's what it's called.
Because it's so strange, and it's until you're in the situation, like nobody really understands. But it's like somebody will know so much personal things about you, but you don't know them. But you might connect in a way, but it's a different kind. It's not like a direct. We are friends. We're able to exchange back and forth. You know as much about me as I know about you. It's a different kind of thing.
Yeah,
and that is kind of strange to
it's just
wrap
like
your head
weird
around.
to be in that like. Being the person in that like conversation. But then I always have to, like,
I don't get the fascination with like say even me. Sometimes friends would be like, "Oh my god, like geez, like no, like everyone's mad at like this or that," and I'm like, I really don't get the hype. Like, do people not have better things to be at than worrying about what I don't get it.
It's so different from when we were young.
But that's
I always
imposter
say,
syndrome.
like, we like we're the fans of like Justin Bieber, One Direction.
Yes.
Where now it's nearly like no one has like the celebrity like 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 believers. You know, like it's nearly like the really connect now with like the influencers, the content creators. Where I think we can't understand it
because it wasn't our thing.
Yeah, like our whole generation probably can't understand it because we were like, I love Justin Bieber, but I'm never going to see him.
Yes.
They love people like us. And they will see us, So it's different. I don't know. That's why I find it like hard to wrap my head around.
But then I think as well, there's a bit of I seen a TikTok about this. There's a bit more of like an accessibility, but like we're kind of
given a lot.
We're just we're just anybody can do it. All you have to do is go on Amazon and buy that fucking light and a tripod, and you have a dream and make a video and look, if it blows, it blows. Like it'll go viral. But like it's not like a rocket science type of thing. Meanwhile, like. With celebrities like Justin Bieber and things, there was an enigma, there was a talent, there was a star, and you didn't know everything about their life, which is why
they were private.
It was paparazzi, and it was this and it was that, and it was a different it was a different form of a media.
Yeah.
So say like for instance, like if I seen somebody, give me somebody off like big off
like if you
YouTube
saw them,
or TikTok.
Well, Molly May, like I'd die if I saw her.
Right, but I would die if I see Molly May.
And I would ask her for a photo.
I have met Molly May. Met Molly May at a PLT event. She is hands down the nicest girl ever.
You just know though, she's gonna be so nice.
But the funny part was I was wearing this big like fuck off like pink like fur jacket.
I think I
Do you remember
this?
And it was like a big pink fur. I looked like
was it like a big pink event?
A pink event, like
room?
A pink winter event.
Yes.
So I thought like I'm going all out for this. So it was very like outrageous. I looked basically like pink slutty Eskimo hooker kind of vibe. It was very just, it was off, like Sean, it was off. And I was like, I just thought play it cool. And I was like, hey, like, like I just loved you on Love Island. I think you're absolutely great. Congratulations. Do you mind if we get a wee photo? She's like, oh my God, yes, of course. Like, no problem. She's like, I love your outfit. And you see when she said that, I was like, you're fucking full of shit. And I liked her until that. I do like her. I love her.
I do love her.
But she was so nice. Yeah. She is really, really nice. I feel so bad for her. Yeah, we were talking about it in last week's episode.
Awful. God love her.
But it's I am obsessed. But so if I seen her, I would be like, oh.
I would be like gobsmacked if I saw her. But
say like Olivia Neal, Olivia Neal, I think is class.
She's
amazing. I love her videos. But if I seen her, I'd be like, oh well, like, there's Olivia Neal. I wouldn't be like a fangirl, right?
Yeah.
But if I seen like say Kerry Katona, if I even seen Kerry Katona's ma Sue. So she doesn't even do anything, but I just know that her ma's called Sue Katona. If I seen them, I would fucking shit a loaf. And I swear, Kerry Katona, Jodie Marsh,
is she the girl
Jordan,
from Girls Aloud?
Atomic Kitten.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. This is into the Gen Z millennial dance. See,
that's where you're losing us.
All right. Respect your elders. No, I love like the trashy, Zedless like type of. So Kerry Katona was like, she was married to Brian McFadden. She won the Jungle. No. Do you know Katie Price?
I know who that is.
But did you know Jordan? Like
that
the
was her
glamour
old
model.
name, wasn't it?
Yeah. So Jordan was like the ultimate, like, she was in Page 3. She was like
what was her name? Jordan Price?
Jordan. So just Jordan. So
that's like her stage name. Okay, yeah.
So stage name.
No, I'm familiar with that.
And there was this whole big thing in like the Sun newspaper. Should Jordan get like the largest boobs in the world? And like the Sun for years got to vote, and then she got a boob job. Why they're huge, but then they went down, but then they went up and down and left.
She got like a facelift and all.
Facelift, and then she's in court. I know.
Oh, why is she in court?
Because it's something to do with like tax. Is it tax or is it bankruptcy or something? There was a bankruptcy thing or something.
Is she Peter Andre's ex?
Yes. So they were together. They met in the
Yes.
jungle. Did you know that? Did you watch them in the jungle?
Like years ago?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Is that how they became boyfriend
What
and
age are
girlfriend?
you? Like 9?
Is that how they became boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yes.
I know, but
They were like in all the covers of the magazine. Jade Goody. Do you know Jade Goody?
is she died?
Yes. Oh, right. Okay,
R.I.P.
you do know her.
Rest
Yes.
in peace.
Aye.
She was in Big Brother.
Big Brother.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, right. Okay. Right.
I've watched Big Brother.
All right, I haven't lost hope.
No. I used to
There-
always watch Big Brother.
There
Uh-huh.
was a weird wee story about Kitty Price the other week.
Really?
About like
Is this like a breaking news moment? Oh my gosh! Right?
about something she done. I don't know whether it was something somebody paid her to be able to do.
I saw this on TikTok in a country
Like
in Dubai.
so.
Porta potty.
Yes.
Porta potty.
There's something on her.
Yes.
Porta potty.
Yeah.
Have you not heard about the Dubai girls? No.
She was in Dubai when it happened with Shanat. Do you know what a porta potty is?
No.
Have you not heard about this?
So imagine what you do when you're on the potty.
Yes.
Is that what was on her?
Yes.
Yes, I heard about that.
Oh, you need to go on a TikTok, type in Dubai,
Dubai
girls
porta potty.
or porta potty. You're going to fall down a
The
dark
men
web.
are that rich. They pay you
Yeah.
to do stuff on your body
Yeah.
and mouth and stuff. Yeah.
So girls get paid, like say, like 30 grand to get shot on.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
What for? I mean,
It's kind of
there
like
is-
30 grand's a lot. Like, but
Are they put in your mouth or on your body?
I don't think I would do it for 30 grand. I would do it for more. I think it would take more. To
More.
Get me to do it.
100 grand or more?
100 grand. I
love this.
I'd shake your hand. Nah.
And you'd let a girl shit in you?
You'd shake a
Is that
hand. You mean
anybody
like,
shouldn't
by shake
A
a
man?
hand, do you mean like shit and clap? Like,
No, he's going to
oh,
shake you
like we're signing the deal.
Oh, we're saying the deal.
Oh, right, okay, you're right,
Yes.
right, okay.
The
For
shit's not
100?
involved at this point.
Right, okay. Negotiations been made at 100 grand, you're listening.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's no like
No.
sex involved.
You're
with
just-
anything.
Just being used.
Just
as a
being
potty.
shit. Yeah. Okay. 100 grand.
I want
I mean-
100 grand.
I'd pay my house off. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to lie, you had me at 30.
I had no money in the world would do that for me.
No, but it's maybe like, but you know, whenever like you maybe think, okay, like that's a lot of money and that's, oh, sure, whatever, like nobody will find it. And then it's like, I think likely if it came to the crunch, I'd be like, fuck no, I'd likely dart.
But then
Because I have a really bad, like, see smells and things like that really, because it's such a really
But
bad
if you put yourself in that situation, that would probably only be like a 5-minute encounter. Like 5 minutes of your life for 30 grand.
I think they like,
Oh,
they're on Imodium, like, they're letting it pile up.
what's Imodium?
Kind of. This is
So is there just going to be a lot of stuff that comes out?
a lot of like
Okay.
There's a
Can you,
there's
can
a
you
septic-
choose what they
there-
eat before they do
there's
it?
a septic
I was
tank.
sick.
But it is absolutely. But the whole thing about it is about degrading women because they've this amount of money. It's disgusting.
They
I
don't
find.
respect women.
Yeah. Have you been to Dubai?
I'm going to be sick of it.
No, I know. Just try to let's change
Yes,
the
I've been
subject.
to Dubai, yes.
What do you think of Dubai?
We went when we were 18
Right.
to broke Holy
Yeah,
Land
right, okay.
students.
Oh,
So we saved up all our money and we actually went and we done all like
All the
you know,
things,
well,
yeah.
it was like 6 years ago, like candy kittens.
Yes,
I don't know what it's
yes.
called now.
yes, it's still it's the
Um,
brunch.
What do you call like the
Zero gravity. You're
zero
going to say,
gravity? And then there was Nikki Beach.
Mm-hmm.
We done loads, like, but maybe like 1 or 2 drinks each club.
Oh yes, very much that.
We
yeah.
were broke as fuck. But then we
Aye.
went to Bali straight after, so we were saving our money for Bali.
Oh stop! Right.
But sure, we done this. Like I've no
Aye.
evidence of this. It's boomerangs.
Boomerang. The boomerang. Right. Okay. Oh
Boomerang,
stop.
yeah. So we'd love to
Would
go
you go back? Yeah.
and do it. Like we actually want to go on a family holiday with the kiddies and all.
To
because-
Dubai.
Yeah, there's them.
Because the people say
Atlantis,
Dubai is
Japan and
very
all.
Dubai is very safe,
Yeah.
and it's the thing is but it is there's a lot of like that misogyny which is wrong.
They don't like women.
which and that, but then there's a lot like I think there's just it's a kind of there's a seedy side to Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
People always say about the 5 Palm Hotel.
Yeah,
We stayed there. I went for my 30th
that's where
birthday.
candy kittens is. Isn't it?
Yes,
At the top?
up at the top. But it was, in fairness, we loved it. But it was really good, like party vibes.
Yeah.
But it was also like okay, like the girls with the BBLs are there and like they're ready to do the business. Do you know that's like not that business?
Oh, right, okay.
Like just I don't know, like you know,
Yeah,
it's,
okay,
there's a Dubai underground or something.
Yes.
I'm nearly even scared to speak about Dubai because
I
it's
know.
like there's something very like
Scary about it. or,
scary
like,
about it. But it's so weird. You know, it's not real. Like it's a manufactured country.
It used to be a desert,
Uh-huh.
and then they just built all this.
and they built all this here.
Yeah. I heard all that. Yeah.
And then what were we talking about before? How
I
did
know,
we
how did
get
we get
into
on
porta
those?
potties? To even
God
to begin
knows.
with.
Oh, who would be your ideal person to meet photos?
Oh,
as
Kitty
content
Price.
creators? Yeah. So yeah, that is the thing.
We will,
I saw
yeah.
that on TikTok the other day. What you're talking about. So you must go home and do a
Kitty
wee bit of
Price.
research.
Can't believe that. But also,
Not
but
sure.
like, I'm not being funny. If you're in bankrupt, like, girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. No,
Oh, Jared.
no.
Getting
No.
shot on.
Well, I keep looking at you. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. No. Okay.
Like, I'm on board.
Yeah. But I think men and women have very different moral fibers, don't we?
Apart from Kitty Pryde.
Apart from clearly. But like, I do love her though. So yes, you like the difference in the kind of celebrities and stuff.
Yeah.
If you get me, sorry, we do get in like a bit of a tangent. Yeah. Who would have thought the mummy blogger would have talked about fucking porta potties? But anyway, this is meant to be like the CBBC episode. Like, tell me your tips for parenting, and it's like, no, okay, here we are. We're down the rabbit hole. But tell me this, right? So you've just had, you've just gave birth. How long now?
15 weeks ago.
15 weeks.
Yeah.
And how have you found the adjustment from 2 to 3?
Grand.
Really?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Because some
Life
people
was
say it's
manic anyway.
Right.
So yeah, people, there was like mixed opinions. Like when I was asking, people were like, "Oh, you're in for it now."
Yeah.
But then people are like, "Nah, the baby just kind of like slips in."
Yeah.
But for me, like my life was already fucking mental. I'm sure everyone knows it was just like crazy chaos.
Yeah. That's
one
why people love
more
it.
isn't like. Like my life was already chaos, so the one more is just adding to the chaos that's already there.
That's already. It's not
like I went from like flat ocean, no waves,
Yeah.
to like full storm.
Yes.
That's the worst way to describe.
No, but I know. Actually, it's a good analogy to be honest.
Like there was already a storm going on.
Yes. No, I get you.
So it's been grand so far.
And then, how do you find? So that, I always see. Sometimes I would watch your stuff, and it's funny when you say about the chaotic. Sometimes I would watch your content. And I'm like, I'm not I'm exhausted nearly in a way because I'm like, it's always in the back. You know, whenever you watch something and there's always that kind of like thing in the back of your brain.
Yeah.
Any video you make, I'm like, how did she make that with 3 kids running about? Well, 2 kids running about and
one in
the car, and you know.
Yeah. Well, any like brand paid work, like
Yeah.
so, like my advertisements, like the kids aren't in the house.
So you dedicate a day to do
I
this?
have 2 days a week but see them 2 days a week. I'm fitting in like doctor appointments, eyelashes, nails, like coming here today.
Mm-hmm.
Any ads I need to film are like crammed in the 2 days. So when I always say like I'm child free, people are like, "Oh, you're so lucky," and I'm like, "No. I have done about 100 things in one day.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna pick them up later, and I know by the time I pick them up, I'm gonna be like,
exhausted.
I'm dead. But I get everything done, so I kind of bank a lot of my work and stuff.
Right.
But then all my daily stuff, like my TikToks, and all, like they're just there and
just in the moment,
I don't
spontaneous.
care if they make noise and all
No,
that.
but that's kind of they're always like the fun ones. That's just having fun with that type of thing.
Yeah.
And then so to go back on the whole like the turning point. So like, do you remember like your first viral moment? Like how that made you feel? You were like, oh my gosh, like, or not even that there, so to speak. I suppose just when did you notice like the change?
Yeah.
That this was no longer the girl that was making the gym videos for fun.
Yeah. So I just got a bit. I remember sitting in the kitchen one day and I was like, I'm gonna do like a voiceover, and he was like, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. And then I done it, and then kept that going for a while. Then I had a few like viral videos. There was, I don't know, like if you'll even remember them. Like, do you remember I was walking my dog one day and he was like in with cows?
Yes, I do actually.
Do you remember
Yeah.
I went to the Moy and surprised Rory on a night out?
Yes,
Yes.
I've never seen this one, but I remember I've heard of this one because my friends always refer to this one.
So they were like within like the same 3 weeks, and they both went pretty viral. So then, God, I was so toxic.
Stop.
But if anyone doesn't know, Rory was on a night out, and I was so jealous of him. So I got my dad to come over and mind the kids, and I just like landed out, and I was like.
And you went on a night out?
I was like, hi, I did the same place, and I videoed his reaction. He's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And I was like, I thought I was invited.
Oh my God, stop.
Then I had my engagement video, like that got like 19 million views.
And that was, so did you, right.
This was all on an old TikTok.
Yes, so I remember that, and then you lost that TikTok.
That TikTok got banned.
Yes.
So then I had to start
from
fresh.
scratch.
So I left it for like 4 months, and then I started again in January. So this was only 2.5 years ago, and the vase.
The what?
The vase.
The vase, yes.
So I'd done this stupid video, and it was like, I'm a girl who likes coffee, and it's like a girly video.
Uh-huh.
And I had like done a video of like an empty vase, and it was like embarrassingly putting the vase back in the cupboard because your boyfriend still hasn't bought you flowers. Guys, it's still my most viral video, and it's so.
And what was the numbers on it?
It wasn't even that big. Like Rory's got a more viral video than it.
Oh, serious?
Yes,
Stop.
and he even posted like 12 videos.
12 videos, stop.
It was like maybe 350,000 likes.
Oh my God, Jesus.
But like that's not viral.
What?
Would you consider viral?
Well, I just said about if I get 30 likes, I think I'm a hit.
No. But in terms
Then
of
I turn the
like,
lights off.
well, my engagement video got like 7 million likes.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So like,
Sean, we have got, like, you don't understand, and we've got, like, a big deal in this room. Like, no, Sean, like,
No, I'm
like this, no, I swear, like, for context, were you familiar with Annalivia?
No.
No. So, like, just
where you been living?
innocent. No, literally. Like,
under a rock.
Under a rock, basically, like, people call her, like, the Queen of Ireland and stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to lie, we are running out of time. That is the first episode we have chatted that much shit. But I feel like there's a part 2 coming.
Yeah, I have a lot more that we could talk about.
We're going to chat a bit more shit. Not porta potty shit. But yes, keep an eye. There is a second episode coming, and we are going to continue this conversation because, baby, you've only got half the story.
Okay, mate.
Oh, they're actually not edible.
Really?
But they're like plastic, don't eat it. Oh.